Patriots taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Well, right away, they'll change the look. Thornton, the motion man right. This is Carey. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number? 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Second down, Love. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but now it's third down. Look at this Baltimore defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New England.
They'll run with Carey. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Carry now. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he stopped immediately there. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Carey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Now Carey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Carey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Love this time is going to set up to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
And his kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson options out left. 20, down to the 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 42 yards. And the Ravens have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You look at this Baltimore defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a 1st down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. In motion left goes a tight end. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Rasul Douglas there to get him down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
An audible here to get a new look. On 4th down, Love. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's good for a Baltimore.
They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And here he'll get it down to the 7. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
7-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd
Jackson.
and 5.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Josh Downs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to widen their advantage. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Returnable here from the 38. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's a gain of 11. That's good.
Jackson on first down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A gain of 9 yards.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Jackson going to run the draw.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And it's caught. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action now. Jackson.
Oh, it's deep for Duvernay.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Devin Duvernay.
63 yards.
And the Ravens come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Tucker with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. On play action. Love to throw.
Crossing route complete to Ross.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Love now.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right.
Looking deep here for Flowers.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
32 yards.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Play action this time with Love.
Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at the 13-yard
From the 13
line.
now, they work on first and 10.
Here's Jackson to throw.
Now this taken in by Downs.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and 12 at the 15-yard line.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
He's got some room to operate.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
All right, partner, what's going on here? Is it the nighttime for them? Is that what's giving them all the advantages?
Whatever the case is, the bounces, sometimes we talk about them going one way, they're going their way.
Yeah, the bounces, the tips, whatever, they're definitely going in their direction.
Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up second and goal.
There's Flowers. He's got it. Touchdown, Ravens.
A great effort there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter.
And the Ravens get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
How about this? They'll change it at the line.
Love to throw for it on 4th. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
They'll run on first down. Carry, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 40. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, New England.
On first down, carry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Down by Darius Slay. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Love.
At the Ravens' 39.
Now a short one to Gesicki. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Pats at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They're going to run. It's Carey. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Ravens extend their lead, and they are about to get to a 9-2 record. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's taken to the 26. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards. And the Ravens are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Love from the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Love.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. 3rd down. All you're thinking is, what can we do to keep this drive going to get enough yardage to move the sticks? You're certainly not thinking about taking this one almost the length of the field, but that's exactly what happens here. What a play, and what a change of fortunes.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
And now Love going to change things up.
They'll run on 1st down. Carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They stay on the ground with Carey. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, Mike. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here.
And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Flush to his right. Sheds off the tackle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. To throw is Jackson.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Charles, they're still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves. You're exactly right.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Ravens, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9.